Welcome back everyone for another round of Gore Made breaks. If you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please take a second to do so. Smash that thumbs up button and comment down below to let me know what kind of content you'd be interested in seeing in upcoming videos. If you're new to the channel and you've come here looking for the best and in-depth review of baseball card products, as well as historical facts about many of the players you're going to see, well, you've clearly come to the wrong place. However, if you're here for your daily dose of sarcasm and mean-spirited jokes, strap yourselves in and let's go ahead and get into 2019 Heritage High Number. Most of you are aware by now that this is bringing back the 1970 Topps design. And if you were into Heritage Low Number, it's also bringing back 1970 values in cards, because it was nearly impossible to pull a hit out of Low Series Heritage. I've seen a lot of videos so far, and I must say, well done, gentlemen. Your professionalism astounds me and will leave most of my new viewers disappointed. However, what I was able to gather is that this product is loaded with rookie cards. I think I've seen more autos in just the few days that this has been on YouTube than in all of the Low Series breaks that I may have seen. So hopefully we'll get lucky today. We're looking at here your box loader card. I did open a few of the Low Series. Didn't pull any autos or anything really notable out of that. I didn't pull any current players either. Everyone I got was a veteran, and we can already see that this is going to be a Willie Mays. Is it autographed? Yes, although fake, but man does it look nice. Okay, so now I get to struggle with trying to find some sort of a top loader to hold this in, but nice looking start here. Willie Mays. You guys know by now that I'm an A's fan, but I will accept a veteran Giants player. I won't blame them for the Bonds fiasco or any of that kind of stuff. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. Green packs. Now, those of you that have been collecting or familiar with the Heritage product, you know that there's a ton of variations, French text, team color named, switch, go A's, again, nice. All sorts of variations. Now, I'm not going to sit through it and make you watch me skim all these cards. I'll just show you briefly that Heritage does one thing that I do appreciate, and that is near the numbers, they will add little things where it'll say action variation or kind of give you a hint of what the variation is, so you don't feel like a 9-year-old sitting at the dentist's office looking through a copy of highlights trying to find the difference between two pictures. What I'm going to start doing on these videos, because again, we're loaded with A's, I do appreciate the old style cup card. Always a fan of cup cards. That's just me. You'll see the new insert look for rookie performers. Anyway, what I'm going to start doing is when I get done, I'm going to go ahead and sort through the cards, and then I'll kind of post a recap video. One way, at least one of the easy ways to know, is you'll notice all these pictures are posed looking pictures. The action variation would be if you ever saw a card that looked like it was a picture taken from the middle of a game. That's your biggest hint that that's going to be your action variation. All the other ones I feel like are so hard to identify quickly that you're going to need to look at the back. Heritage also went to the trouble to create faux error cards, which I don't really know how I feel about that. I mean, once you know that it's a faux card, a faux error, is it really an error? I'm sure they could have thought of something more unique. One thing I will point out right here, and you'll notice the rookie card insignia on these. One of you can correct me if I'm wrong, but in Low Number, there weren't any individual rookie cards with the little RC logo on it, unless it was a variation or an SP. All the rookies had that old style 2-player per card kind of combo thing going on. Here we go right now. Okay, so you saw it. I opened it. I haven't looked at the back, and this is something that should pop out at you. This picture clearly looks like it's taken during a game, and if I'm right, on the back, you will see up here that it says action under the number. That's your signal that this is an SP or a variation. Not quite sure about the distinction between the two yet. However, you'll also kind of notice that the gray border is a little bit darker. So that's a nice card. Wouldn't have minded it being a more valuable player, but you get what you get. The other thing high number is it's kind of the heritage version of a Topps update product. So you're going to see, rookies that came in late. You might see players in their traded uniforms. Unfortunately, old Tanner here, who is now on the A's, is still stuck in this abomination of a Reds uniform. His life has clearly made a turn for the better since joining the A's. Domingo, I want to say German, but I also feel like that's going to be wrong. So this is our silver card. Not numbered. Still a nice card. Talking to Eric down at my local LCS, although if you know what LCS means, you know that's a redundant statement. Down at my LCS, he told me that he thinks there might be hot boxes again. Being someone who's not terribly familiar with all of the weird little hot box kind of variations that you can get, I'm not really sure if that's a hobby exclusive, if that's a retail exclusive, in what format you could get that. But I believe if you start opening packs and you're noticing purple refractor cards, that you've probably got yourself a hot box. Now, he thought that purple was only available through the hot box. I'm not terribly sure about that, but I'm sure one of you with more knowledge than myself will comment down below to let me know. Otherwise, I will just make up random facts and pretend like I know what I'm doing, which is pretty much how I've made my way through life thus far. Okay, so there should be one relic card per box or an autograph. I would say in all likelihood, you're going to wind up pulling a relic card. That just kind of seems to be the usual. Good grief. They'll just let anybody put on a uniform now, huh? So I'm fully into this, expecting to pull the relic card. Hopefully you guys have been watching a little ball this weekend. Hopefully your teams have been doing well. Unless, of course, your teams are playing the A's. In which case, screw you. I do not like you. You are probably not a good person. Until next week when you play somebody else, and then we can be friends again. That being said, first place Astros have dropped 3 in a row to my beloved A's. And I think something now like 5 in a row, and I am totally okay with that. Lots of rookies so far. Put your hat on, kid. Come on. Lots of rookies thus far. Nobody complains about rookie cards, although we have not pulled any of the big 4. And while this might date the video, because I'm without a doubt, people will be looking back at this video many years from now just to, get a glimpse of history in the making about, what was Gore Made doing back in 2019. Yusei Kikuchi, I think he might have lost, 4 more games this weekend over a 2-day span. Just love picking on him. When people look back at this video, they're going to get a sense of what day, what time period this was filmed. And of the big 4, I think we lost Tatis for the year with some sort of a back spasm. Eloy, there's one of the big 4. I think he homered yesterday. And Vladdy went down. There's a Keston here. That's a nice card. Vladdy went down with a knee sprain. I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of weight to carry around, so those guys' joints are, probably just screaming. Hopefully he comes back, though. If not because you're a fan, but you might be holding some of his cards. There's old Charlie Swanberson. Some of you will get the joke. All good jokes need to be explained. Everyone knows that. If you do understand the roots of that joke, please comment down below and you might win a personalized thumbs up from me. That's right. Terrence Gore. I know what you're thinking. No relation. You'd be amazed as a person in California how many times I get asked if I am related to such notable Gores as Al Gore, Frank Gore. And what you're thinking right now is what I'm thinking when people ask me that. Now, Profar, A's fans, you probably would agree with me. He is one of the more frustrating people to ever watch in a game because he is batting dangerously close to the Mendoza line. And it would appear that if Jurickson Profar comes up to bat, there's going to be one of three results. He will either strike out, home run, or get hit by a pitch. Nice looking Shohei. Still hoping to pull a Nick Senzel. That's a nice card. Still hoping to pull a Vladdy. And Alonso, Tatis. We have not pulled our hit yet. Not too proud to admit that every time I do open the packs, I'm kind of noting if I'm seeing any fat cards, which would kind of indicate that we're going to get a relic. Have not seen one yet. Shout out to the guys at Up North Collectors for cracking the code that usually if you see a Tatis, a few cards later, you're probably going to see a Vladdy. And I'm okay with that. Eloy, just take a seat, bud. Got something weird. I'm guessing that's probably a scratch off. If any of you, Homer Bailey, also current A's, get me pretending to know stuff. Blake Snell, I think still out with elbow surgery. Austin Meadows. There's a Tatis. Unfortunately, second to the last card. Didn't leave enough room in the pack to pull the Vladdy, which is a shame. So, Mike and Luke, I don't know if it holds true or not. Hopefully we'll have a chance to find out again. And hopefully that doesn't mean that we get skunked on this box and don't pull any Vladdys. You gotta love the feel of these cards, if nothing else. A nice, thick, kind of matte, almost like a satin feel. One thing you can definitely appreciate in current cards is kind of learn from their mistakes. Although if you've opened any Stadium Club, you kind of know that some of these super high glossy cards have a tendency to get damaged relatively easily. There's an Alonso. Nice looking card. I think he's now officially set the record for home runs as a rookie. What do you guys think? Rookie of the year? Is the long ball that important? I think we've got now about 3 guys over 40 thus far. I don't think anyone's disappointed in the amount of home runs being hit this year. Assuming that it doesn't set us up. There's the Blake Snell. There's our Vladdy. Very nice. Now you'd look up here, and if it was some kind of a variation, usually it would tell us under the number. It does not, but I will gladly take it. Anyway, fans of the long ball, do you feel like we're getting set up for another 1998 heartbreak where we find out later that the balls are juiced or there's something going on? Okay, we got something. You guys can see that. It's thick, but it doesn't look thick enough to be a relic. So I'm going to make you guys wait. I'm just kidding. Hey, we got a redemption of Don Sutton. Heritage High number. Don't see it being any kind of a special, real, it is a real one autograph. Admittedly, I don't know the damn difference. Like, is this going to be blue, red? Would it have told me if it was red? Don Sutton, redemption autograph. I'll tell you why I like this. I like getting the autographs of the veteran players because you know exactly what that card is about, right? It's not a prospect. It's not a currently good rookie. Blake Snell, Chris Sale, I'm not calling Chris Sale a rookie or Blake Snell, but you get the idea. Guys that had a big year last year and they've just taken a dump this year and the value is going down. Now, if you're a fan, you probably don't care, about monetary value. I know I've talked about that before. It's just kind of the joy of getting a favorite card. But when you pull a veteran like this, there's no guesswork, right? Like, you know exactly what it is. Lovely. Can't wait to get that. Still have chances of pulling other numbered parallels, things like that, variations. So I know some of you, you get to this stage in a video, the guys pulled the hit. It's easy to tune out. I will be doing a recap later, but that's exciting. I feel like, you guys, if you're watching the videos and you're subscribed to the channel, that's the second redemption card I've ever pulled in my entire life. So for me to say this is the most excited I've been, that's like telling your wife she's, your favorite wife. We've only had, one other redemption to relate it to, but that's exciting. Hey, there's another Vladdy, rookie performers. Nice. I'm going to go ahead and call this, this is the decent box. I got all of the big rookies. I got an autograph, not a, relic card. I'm happy. 200 card set. Should be relatively easy to complete a set of these. I did go heavy on the low number, and you would be amazed at how many cards I have, and I was not able to complete even one set. If you're in the same boat as me, and you are looking to complete sets, comment down below. My email address is in the channel description, if not the description of this video. I'm always interested in trading or helping somebody else make sets. So, with that being said, this has been another round of Gore Made breaks. And remember, soft corners are better than empty sleeves. Goodbye. Hey everybody, thanks for sticking around for the recap. Now, if you just skipped ahead, you missed earlier, there was an Easter egg where I promised to give away something of really priceless value. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the recap. Now, you saw that we pulled a Vladdy Jr. base rookie. We pulled the Vladdy Jr. rookie performers rookie, that's an insert. A Tatis, an Alonso, and an Eloy, all base rookies. I wasn't quite sure what it was called, so I did a little Googling in the downtime. This Domingo Herman is the base silver. While it is not numbered, I do believe it is still a low print. We got our Don Sutton Real One autograph. We had our box topper of Willie Mays. Now that is a genuine reproduction autograph on there. We got a Christian Walker. This is an action variation. You can tell because the border is a tad bit darker, as well as the action insignia underneath the number, the code. Down at the bottom, you'll notice it ends in 344. That's another way that you can tell. And another one that I didn't mention, go ahead and get this. These, just as a quick FYI before I get into it, when I first started getting back into cards and I opened low series, I almost threw these away. It does kind of have that feel of just being kind of a junk insert, similar to the old mail-in giveaway cards. Don't throw these away. Look on eBay if you're the kind of person that's, you know, keeping what you want, selling the rest, and then going to roll that money into the next thing. These actually do sell, surprisingly enough. Anyway, one of the other SPs that I never mentioned was usually in the Heritage, anything past a certain number is considered an SP. In this case, anything over the number 700. So you'll notice 707, and you'll also notice down there that the numbers end in 329. That's another way you can tell. I did go through, I didn't find any other different codes, so no French text, no that weird stuff. But we got our Franklin Barreto, Gio Gonzalez, Hector Neris, Andrew McCutcheon, Johnny Cueto, funny hat, Ichiro, stud, Tayron Guerrero, the wrong Guerrero, and Dominic Smith. Anyway, that's it. That's all the noticeable pulls that we got out of this one box of Heritage High Number. Overall, very good box, really enjoyable product. Go ahead and look down at your LCS for one, or pick up some retail if you can. I've not been able to find it yet, but you might have better luck than myself. With that being said, thank you for watching Gore Breaks. Have a great one. I get it. You're that type that sticks around to the end of a Marvel movie just hoping that there's going to be a great after-scenes credit. And now you're doing the same here on Gore Made Breaks. Well, kudos to you. You're clearly an intelligent person that sets yourself above the rest. I was looking on the back of these thinking I might be that one guy that sends in the no purchase necessary. And I happen to notice that if you read it, and I don't know if this is a troll or if Topps just thinks that Canadians are morons, but if you look on here, potential Canadian winners will be required to first correctly answer the mathematical skill testing question. Insert on a 3x5 card the answer to the following skill test question. 8 times 9 plus 28 minus 44 equals what? I don't... Who at Topps felt the need to test Canadians on their memory of PEMDAS, and they're making you answer a math question as though you are too stupid to use a calculator? I don't know if this is an insult to Americans, because clearly maybe we are just not smart enough to even complete it, so why bother? Or if they just like screwing with Canadians for basically being our neighbors to the north and blaming you for the Expos. I don't know. Comment down below if you're even still watching and you notice that. I don't think I've seen that on any other channel, and that's what Gore Made's about, bringing you the important news first. Goodbye.